Kenshi. Kenshi! What is Kenshi? Is this a Kenshi? But can she do this? Or can she do that? This is Kenshi. Kenshi is an open-world sandbox survival game in which you are an absolute nobody. I'm talking the worst of the worst. Complete dog shit, bumbling idiot that has a very high likelihood of death if you are not careful. The game takes place on a desolate, tidal-locked moon that has been the victim of not one, but two civilization-ending cataclysms. That's right, my friends. Kenshi is a post-apocalyptic setting. They thought the first apocalypse was so great, they did it a second time. Essentially, the moon that Kenshi takes place on, we don't know whether the moon itself is called Kenshi or if the continent is, was once ruled by a group simply referred to as the Ancients. These guys had some crazy technology. I'm talking robots, bigger robots, space elevators, satellites that shoot sun-powered death lasers onto the surface. These Ancients got into a big war with something, we don't know what, and built humongous robots to defend themselves. After the war was complete and the Ancients were victorious, they became worried that their big, obedient robots would turn against them, so they marched them all into a big pool of liquid metal and encased the big lads in a permanent prison of iron. Ironically, it was the strong obedience of the robots that made it so they walked right to their deaths without much struggle. Now, the little robots didn't like this. They felt much kinship with their gargantuan cousins, and after their genocide, the little robots, skeletons as they are referred in the game, launched a little genocide of their own, toppling the Ancients and replacing the leadership with one of skeleton kind, Emperor Catlon. That's essentially the brass tacks of the first apocalypse. The second is a bit more complicated. Catlon starts to go a little crazy after a devastating famine grips the land, and Catlon cannot continue to feed the human populations of the region. Civil disturbances rise, and Catlon starts to fear dissent in his ranks after a longtime advisor abandons him. He starts to enslave humans, and even enslaves his own skeleton kind, removing their heads and reducing them to mindless thralls. The humans eventually rose from their subjugation and fought back, following one simply known as the Phoenix, out from oppression and into what is essentially the stage of the world as we see it in-game. There are a few different starting scenarios when you go to start a new game in Kenshi, ranging from standard difficulty to what the fuck I thought video games were supposed to be fun. These various starts will determine your starting location on the massive map of Kenshi. How massive, you may ask? Try 870 square fucking kilometers massive.
That's quite big.
For reference, Breath of the Wild's map is 360 square kilometers, and Skyrim is 37.1. Thankfully, Kenshi has a time fast-forward feature similar to games like Project Zomboid and The Sims, allowing you to complete many kilometers of walking in an agreeable amount of time. Just watch out you aren't attacked while moving at 3 times game speed. It can be difficult to react in time. The complexities don't end there. Kenshi has several major factions that control large swaths of territory across the continent. There are the Shek in the west, led by Asada the Stone Golem, large, scaly, and horned humanoids that are obsessed with battle. The Shek are formidable fighters with large weapons and larger statures. They tolerate humans who pass through their towns for trade, but will be quick to sling insults at those they deem unworthy. They might sound like a group of grade A assholes, but in all honesty, they are kind of the good guys around here. In the center of the continent lies the Holy Nation, led by Holy Lord Phoenix. This is a faction of all humans, and they have very strong opinions about anything that isn't a human or male. These humans are the remnants of human slave camps that were oppressed by the Second Empire and Emperor Catlon. They continue to harbor a bitter hatred against all things non-human due to years of oppression. They are also pro-slavery. In the east, the United Cities and their nobles control many different towns and a very powerful army of samurai. They control much of the desert lands and even have control over some cities on the southwestern coast of the continent. These guys are also pro-slavery. So much so that being poor is actually illegal, so the authorities have the right to apprehend lower-class people and turn them into slaves for their crime of being down bad, to maintain a high volume of slave workers. In the middle of all this is you, a tiny little wanderer with naught but the torn rags around your waist. Getting started can be difficult if you don't know what you're doing. Staying fed and in good health are both major challenges at the beginning, but through a bit of grit, determination, and some minor exploiting, you too can become a powerful warrior. With all that being said, meet the team. This is Dave. Dave started as a poor, one-armed man in the desert. After successfully stealing himself a new arm, he left the desert and journeyed to the border zone, where we could begin training him into the ultimate warrior in relative safety. We have a couple of other fan favorite characters here with Ruka and Beep. We picked up Beep and Mongrel as usual, and he too wants to become an ultimate warrior. Ruka is my tank. Heavy armor and a weapon that grants her a boost to melee defense. She also recently lost an arm, so now we have 2 cyborg members of the group. And then there's the dog, Horse.
Woof.
They're an ambitious lot, and they've already accomplished some pretty major feats. They've taken down both the Dust King in the Border Zone and the Red Saber Boss from the Swamp. All 4 members of Dave's squad have become decently powerful and can easily cut down anything that threatens them within the Border Zone at least. I'll need a couple of extra party members before taking on any more difficult challenges, and there are a couple that I have in mind. I'd like to get at least 1 ranger to use a bow to support the team in group fights, and a skeleton companion to join Beep as a damage dealer while Dave and Ruka act as tanks. Recruiting companions in Kenshi is a great way to guarantee safety and diversify combat strategies to maximize the potential of success. Most companions will cost money to hire, but some can be brought on for free, like Beep and Ruka here. Horse wasn't free unfortunately, but the dogs are a fantastic investment.
Now.
My current plan is to head to an area called the Floodlands and recruit a unique NPC there into our group. After that, we will go back into the swamp to see if we can recruit someone who has good archery stats. What I really want to do in this video is get started on building my own base. This can be a very expensive venture in the beginning. Bases require a lot of building materials, which we can make by ourselves, but only after getting some machines set up. A base will eventually become self-sufficient, but we will need money and bodies to work farms and gather resources like iron and stone for creating machines and more building materials for various structures and defenses like walls and gates. We'll be hitting up some ancient ruins around the map that will contain valuable items that we can sell for cash, and research books to help advance my base's technology and resource collecting capacities. But first, we're going to go see my old buddy Burn. To reach Burn in the Floodlands, the party will have to brave the Fog Islands.
This fog feels wrong. Something's not right about this place.
The Fog Islands are inhabited by nasty bug creatures called the Fogmen. They look like Beep, but are no average hivers. They capture people and tie them to poles where these poor victims are eventually eaten alive in some sort of strange ritual. The Fogmen are thankfully quite fragile, so we should be fine as long as they don't seriously overwhelm us. The squad arrived at the Fog Island city of Mongrel without much issue. I went to talk to the barkeeper there to buy some food, sell some things, and then my game crashed. No. Dang it. Let's fucking go. Thankfully, I had done a quick save once we arrived in the Fog Islands, so just have to cross the fog again. Uh-oh. There's a Fog Prince here. Luckily, on this crossing, we ran into a Fog Prince and his personal guard of Fog Heavies. We quickly cut them down and looted the Fog Prince's head, which is worth a whopping 6k cats. Cats is the currency, by the way. I think it's short for Catans, but cats.
Meow.
Sold the Frog Prince head to the robotics shop in Mongrel, and then immediately misclicked, putting the dog into a skeleton repair bed and spending a bunch of money that I didn't mean to. Fantastic. I decided to quickly put all the party members to bed to top off their health before leaving town. After a quick recovery, our party travels north and into the Floodlands.
An ancient place this, we should be careful. It's probably crawling with spiders. But spiders mean treasure. Right?
The Floodlands have nasty security spiders that pack a serious punch. They are a relic left behind by the ancients and are very tough to kill. We will be avoiding them at all costs for the time being, but at least they won't try to eat me. We had a pretty uneventful crossing through the Floodlands, spotting only a single security spider and sneaking by it to arrive safely to Burn's tower.
Let me guess, another adventurer? You certainly don't look like the scavenger type or the bandit type either for that matter.
And who are you?
A retired explorer. My frame is starting to seize, even skeletons succumb to death at some point. But life, holed up in this tower, can get dull, so it's always good to share shelter and exchange stories with fellow adventurers.
Do you miss traveling?
At times. I've traveled the eastern ashlands to the southern swamps. Recovering lost relics and lost pieces of history is something that's always satisfied me. And, of course, watching human behaviors as the world evolves and falls.
You could probably teach me a thing or two about the world's history.
I wouldn't even know where to start, but I enjoy nothing more than swapping notes and imparting knowledge of the world. Can you spare a few months?
How about you come with me? You can impart all the knowledge you want.
If I have the company of a fellow adventurer, I suppose that shouldn't be too much for me to handle, and I always enjoy the study of human companionship. I'd enjoy nothing more than a last adventure. Let's go.
Yeah, we got Burn. Let's go. Burn's already got some stats, so he's great. Excited to hang out with Burn. How's his gear looking? Ass. Alright. I think he's got some stuff in his tower, so we'll take a look. After recruiting Burn, we quickly looted some stuff from his tower, including a specialist set of samurai boots, which is a huge upgrade for our tank Ruka. Now it's time to head back to Mongrel and sell off some of the loot from Burn's tower to hopefully afford some better gear for him. Skeleton allies are great. They have a ton of health and don't need to eat. Burn here has some mediocre skills already, and I didn't have to pay for him, so he's definitely one of the cooler allies to procure early on. We'll try to fight whatever Fogmen we can. They're pretty easy to fight, and they'll be good training for Burn. So, we'll try to fight some Fogmen if we run into any. Maybe kill another Fog Prince to take his head. We'll see. We'll see. Come on, Burn, you can do it. Yeah, big hit from Burn. Oh, Dave's coming to steal your kill, dude. What are you gonna do about that?
Beep.
Oh, Beep got him. Good job, everybody. How we doing? Oh, wow. Almost completely unscathed. Fantastic. There's 2 Fog Princes here. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, there's 2. Oh, we need to fight them. Hey, let's go. Good job, team. Okay, Burn, can you loot this guy? Nice, take that. And then I think the other one is right here. Oh, that's a heavy Prince. There he is. Alright, Burn. Loot this guy. Very nice. Well done, everybody. We'll sell this. Yeah, we'll give him the combat cleaver. Awesome. Alright, Burn's got a new weapon. Spent a good amount of money on new gear for Burn. Now he's a little weighed down by the stuff he's wearing, so we'll have to train his strength up a bit when we get back to the border zone. Oh, damn! That's a big group of Fogmen. Quick save. Let's see what happens. Alright, Dave, Ruka, Horse, get in there. Oh, Horse is down. Boom! Come on, Dave. Oh, Burn, drop your backpack, buddy. He got him! Good job, Burn. Oh, Horse is back up. He's back in the fight. And he's down. Alright, good job, Horse. Dave is a little bit messed up, but we're okay. Burn's defense is going crazy. Beep over here is just like a surgeon. He's so accurate. Boom. Dave's left leg is pretty messed up. What the hell was that, Burn? Holy. Well, that went well. Ended up getting into a massive fight with a bunch of Fogmen. Both Dave and Beep are now limping, which is bad news for leaving the fog because beak things await us in vain. I am now forced to set up camp beds in the middle of the foglands to hopefully let Beep and Dave recover before carrying on to the border zone. This is kind of gross that we're just sort of camped next to piles and piles and piles of dead Fogmen. It's kind of nasty. Look at all the severed limbs. Oh god. That's awful.
Hive territory. It's been a while since I left. In the hive, nothing matters, nothing exists, nothing is desired. Nothing but loyalty for the queen. I don't look forward to my welcome home.
Whoa. Fucking beak things. We fought a couple of beak things on the way out of Vane, and wiped out a dust bandit camp on the edge of the border zone. Poor Beep went down. I think he got shot in the head by one of the archers, but he'll be alright. So we've arrived back in the hub and put Ruka and Beep to rest to recover their wounds. Time to begin another strength training grind. Strength training in Kenshi is pretty simple. Overload the inventory of a character with weight, and then pick up one of your other homies and start walking. So I've done this with all of my other characters. I've done this with Dave, because he's at 77 strength. I did it with Ruka, who's now at 70 strength. And Beep, who's at 38. I didn't really focus Beep's strength too much, because I was not going to like put him in heavy armor and make him use heavy weapons anyways. But I did it a little bit so he could carry things in his inventory. Now we've got to do it to Burn. So Burn's at 16 strength. What we're basically just going to do is we're going to walk between the hub and Squin, just back and forth just a bunch of times. Hopefully run into some hungry bandits, dust bandits while doing this to train combat, and stopping in town to rest and stuff if needed. So that's basically the plan. For now, it'll be Burn is carrying Horse, the dog. He's kind of glitched out right now. Here we go. So he's carrying the dog. Dave's going with him to watch his back. And yeah, they're basically just gonna walk. They're gonna do a lot of walking. A ton of walking. Bye, guys. And then I'm basically just gonna watch them at 3 times speed. And make sure they don't get attacked. Well, if they do get attacked, that they respond properly. And then when Beep and Ruka heal up... Oh, here we go. Ruka's good to go. I'll just set her to bodyguard Burn, so she'll stay close. And then when Beep's up, we'll do the same thing with him. And he'll bodyguard Burn, and then the party's just gonna go back and forth. I'll set it to Dave as well, make him bodyguard. That way I can just move Burn around and everyone else will follow. What is it? It's day 81. It's the end of day 81. We're going to get Burn to probably 45, 50 strength. We'll see how long that takes. And that's pretty much the plan. We'll see how fast his XP is going up. It's going alright. It's not bad. It'll definitely be a few laps back and forth for sure. But yeah, we're going to get his strength way up so he can actually wear all this armor he's got and properly swing that weapon he's holding. So, because he can't do that right now. Yeah, we got the whole gang here now. Beep's feeling better. He's just joined them. And he's joined the walk. He's going to help protect, and they'll fight all kinds of things while they're doing this. Hell yeah. Alright, there's Squin. We've pretty much arrived. We're just literally going to walk up to the stairs, and we're going to turn right back around and go back to the hub. And we're just going to do that. That's basically the plan. Until Burn's a high strength level. And back we go.
Oh my god, bro.
Do a bag check even though I never entered the city. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Weirdos. And we're walking back. We got attacked by an unarmed bandit. An unarmed, hungry bandit. Oh, he's like a slave. Oh! Thanks, Dave. Oh, he just one-tapped him. He's dead. Gone forever. Rip. Indeed. Alright, it is now day 86. Burn is at level 52 strength. So we got a little bit carried away. Went a little bit over the goal of 50, but that's fine. We'll go put the big iron backpack away. And then it's adventuring time. Then we're going to go out and make some money. We have to get some more recruits. Build up a bit of a group. And I already have a plan where I'm going to put the base. I'm going to put it kind of here. Because the ground here is a little bit fertile. Fertile? The ground here is good for growing food. And we're close to a way station, which we can buy building supplies. And we're close to Squin, which is a great thing. So, actually, you know what I think we're going to do first? We're going to go to Shark. There's a dude there we can hire. He's good with bows. And we'll bring him with us. Because I have a nice bow that I found when I was going out to look for Burn. I found it's like a spring bat or something. It's like a specialist spring bat. Yeah, these things are crazy. So, we'll be able to use that thing. We also switched some armor around. So we put Ruka into heavier armor, and then we gave the armor she was wearing to Burn. So now Burn's got the rag, like the red rag armor on. That's not what I meant to click. There we go. He's got the red stuff on from the Red Saber boss. And yeah, and Beep's still got his usual stuff that he's got. Hell yeah. Now I'll be so for real. I hate navigating the swamp. This place is full of freaking blood spiders and swamp ninjas who are both a royal pain in the ass. Blood spiders are small and don't have a lot of health, but they dish out some serious damage. And, you guessed it, they'll try to eat my unconscious party members. Swamp ninjas seem to come out of nowhere often enough and can really fuck you big time if you're recovering from a blood spider attack. I'm hoping our crossing through the swamp goes smoothly enough, but I anticipate some stiff resistance. Thankfully, we only ran into some red saber bandits, who are basically dust bandits, but red and with cooler hats. Ooh, that's a big amount of damage coming out of Burn. Now that he's a little bit stronger, he can actually use his sword now. Alright, Burn. Nice. Oh. Burn took a hit. Burn's still blocking, even though he's... Okay, thanks, horse.
Used to be a great port city around here
Could be
somewhere.
worse.
Not anymore though, obviously. Old Empire, as it's called now.
A port? In a swamp? What was it for? Flying swamp boats?
It was a long time ago. The water level was a few hundred meters higher back then.
I don't know what a meter is, but that sounds like a lot.
Relatively, yes. People loved their boats back then.
We successfully entered Shark and found Green, a Hiver archer with 65 ranged attack skill, which is nuts, considering he only cost me 2,300 cats. Green. How are Green's stats? Look at that. He's already got 65 with crossbows. That's crazy. That's nuts. Alright, give him the spring bat. Unfortunately, Shark does not have a ranger shop, so we can't buy the heavy bolts for the specialist spring bat that I brought for Green. He'll be stuck with his rinky-dink toothpick crossbow for now, but we'll carry on to Clown Steady to see if there's a ranger shop there.
You know, I got a hankering for some dried gristle flaps right now. They have the best gristle flaps back in Mudtown, you know. Just thinking about it makes me so hungry I could eat a gar.
Wind.
Excuse me,
You're a sack of it.
guess that's my cue to keep quiet. No tact, you shake.
Green just got here and he's already talking shit with Ruka. Ruka doesn't really appreciate a lot of things. She likes silence and fighting. That's pretty much it. Made it to Clown Steady no problem, bought some heavy bolts, and equipped Green with the specialist spring bat. Now there are 3 stats that will affect Green's ability to shoot. There's the crossbow skill, which affects his reloading, his accuracy, and his ability to track a moving target. There's also perception, which will increase the distance at which he's accurate, and then there's precision shooting. This affects the likelihood of Green shooting our own people with his crossbow while firing into a brawling crowd. The only way to train this, however, is for him to accidentally shoot his fellow party members. This should make for some interesting nonsense. Now there are some easier ways we could be making money other than going to ruins. I could just steal stuff from Squin, bring it to Stack, sell it there, and then steal stuff from Stack and sell it in Squin. But that's kind of lame. Could also do beak thing nests, because their eggs sell for a whole bunch. That's also kind of lame. I want to do the ruins and the outposts because that way we can train combat for our party as well by fighting like the evil robot skeletons and whatnot. And it'll find us the ancient research books and like engineering research and AI cores and all that good stuff that we'll need for our base. So that's sort of the plan, and I'm hoping we can get our hands on all kinds of goodies. Who the fuck is this? Slave hunters, do you think they're gonna want to fight?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say these guys look like escaped slaves. Knock him out and sell him to the slavers.
Well, Green, don't. Nice. Good job, Green. I started on the path towards Katoon to search the ruins near there, but I think I'll only go to Katoon once I'm ready to face the Kingfish Gurgler, who's a boss nearby. I think for now we'll head back towards Clown Steady and Drifter's Last, and loot some of the ruins near there to start. Looting ruins in Kenshi is great for cash and necessary for proper base development. You can find ruins while traveling, but you can also purchase maps from various traveling goods stores. Ruins themselves will also have maps within that will lead to other ruins, as well as old military outposts which have crazy stuff in them. In this way, once you start looting ruins, it snowballs into helping you find and loot more ruins. Hopefully I get lucky with lots of maps from the first couple ruins I hit. Get Beep some lockpicking XP. He's gonna be at this for... Never mind. He got that really fast. Good job, Beep. Alright, everybody get inside. What have we got? Some books. Grab this one over here as well. Okay. There we go. Ancient military documents. That's huge. So far, we've only really found maps to more ruins and outposts, but there's one more ruin near Drifter's Last that we can hit before heading back to the border zone and planning our next move. Well, we have enough ruins around here that we can hit up, so we'll go to that one next, and then we'll go to that one. Alright, we made it to the next ruin. Beep, can you go unlock the door? Get you some more lockpicking XP. You might be at this for a while. I said that last time and you got it right away, so we'll see. Hey, good job, Beep. You're great. Alright, everyone head inside. Found a map leading to a nearby outpost that will have some good stuff for us to grab, although it may be guarded by actual foes and not just high-level locks. Oh, this looks like we might have blood spiders. Let's take a look. Yeah, we've got blood spiders. Okay, so... blood spiders are very dangerous, but we do have Dave. Dave has a heavy weapon, so what we're going to do is Dave's going to kind of do this by himself. Here's how we're going to do this. We're only going to let Dave swing if we see him swing. Come on, Dave. Boom! Nice. That's what we want. Alright, run a bit, Dave. Run a bit, Dave. Come on, Dave. Give us a swing. Nope, no swing yet. We visited some infested ruins that really didn't have much loot, but Dave got some good training in fighting with a whole host of blood spiders. Boom! Good job, Dave. Keep working away at him. Boom! Oh, more dead blood spiders. Good shit, Dave. Boom! Let's go. Boom! Good job, Dave. This is the only reason I wanted Dave to have heavy weapons. I was training him as martial arts at first, but then I remembered blood spiders. Alright, come on, Dave. Boom! Good job, Dave. Boom! Boom! That's another one down. Boom! Good job. Boom! Good job. Boom! Oh, it was a huge hit. Boom! Let's go! He's a monster. Boom! We also got interrupted by some skin spiders, and both Dave and Beep took a good deal of damage, so we rested up inside the ruin before carrying on to the nearby outpost. The outpost itself will probably have big security spiders or some powerful crazy skeletons, so I'll want to be in tip-top shape before we get there. Alright, our first outpost. We'll see if there's any assholes here. There probably are. Is there anything inside? Oh. Oh, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We're gonna do a little shave. And we're gonna walk right back out. Let's see if we can even fucking beat against win again. Oh, it's gonna kill Beep. Oh, Beep is really down. Holy shit. Take a piece of it. Okay. Wow. Well, Beep's really fucked up. He's about to die. First aid. Well, that was super close. As you can see, security spiders are mean as fuck. They attack really quickly and are impossible to stagger. This is how most non-humanoid and animal enemies behave in Kenshi. They don't block and they don't dodge, so they make up for this by being unstaggerable and having massive health pools. Thankfully, once they do go unconscious, you can loot their bodies, and removing any piece from their inventory will immediately finish them off to ensure they don't get back up again. This trick works with animals as well as security spiders. Kinda like you've just skinned it. Fuck, we got 2. No, this is not what I wanted. This is not what we wanted. Okay. Let's see if I can just like bait this one around until, okay. We're all together now. Come on, Dave, you gotta hit it. Horse is down. Oh. Oh no. Burn is down. Come on, team. Oh, good job. Everybody medic, green. Come over here and loot these things to make sure they're dead. Grab that. Grab that. Dead.
You'll fight
dead,
another day.
dead,
Hold
dead.
still.
Cool. Burn will be okay. We'll just have to fix him up. Horse will be okay. Horse is gonna be in a coma. Yeah, horse is in a coma. So we won't have him to fight the very last one. But it's okay, green is still up. He still has bolts. These damn security spiders. Alright, I'll go get the last one. Okay. Oh my god, run green. Nice! Oh my god, we got him. Okay, well, green, you're gonna come over and pull something out of him. Let's go! Alright, all the security spiders are dead. Dead, 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 dead. Fantastic. And we didn't lose anybody. Beep was very close to biting it, but he's okay. Let's pick him up. We'll pick up horses. No, not follow. Pick up. Alright, everybody get inside. Didn't find too much stuff inside the outpost. We did find some Edge Type 1 blunt weapons that I'll keep for now, but they don't really have a place amongst my current fighters. We did also find a Mark II Falling Sun for Dave. Falling Suns are lighter than fragment axes, so Dave should be able to swing it faster. Falling Suns have good bonuses against wild animals, and comparable damage to the fragment axe itself, so definitely a decent upgrade. We'll probably head back to the border zone after we hit this other ruin up here. Because I definitely... Oh, maybe I... Yeah, we'll go check it out. I'm not going here. That's not what's going to happen. But we can go check out this other ruin. And then we'll head back to the border zone. Alright. This is a big one. This is a big one. This might be blood spiders or security spiders. So we gotta be ready for both. So this next ruin is actually an ancient tech lab. It is filled with security spiders. We killed the first 3 on the main floor, but now there are 2 more floors with 4 spiders each. 11 total spiders to kill, and I barely made it through the first 3. We arrived at the ancient lab on day 91. How many days will it take to heal between fights and finally conquer this lab? Let's find out. In the morning of day 92, we were about to start working down the spiders on the 2nd floor when a damn skeleton showed up out of nowhere ready to kill us, so we had to put him down too. After clearing out the last of the spiders on the 2nd floor and one from the top floor thanks to some help from some skin spiders, we had to camp out inside the lab to heal up our wounded members before finishing off the last of the spiders on the top floor. Was he out of ammo? Oh, green! It's a good thing that didn't hit him anywhere bad.
I don't have a repair kit.
Oh my god, he almost lost a leg.
That ought to hold you
Here.
together.
Victory is ours! We finally did it. Alright, 2 days. It took us 2 days to take all these freaking spiders out. The top floor had loads of good stuff for us. AI cores, ancient science books, engineering research, robotics, CPU units, just a mother load of valuables. The CPU units and most of the robotics will be sold for cats, but the AI cores, the books, and the engineering research are all going to be vital resources for my base. Ran into some escaped slaves on the way to Drifter's Last. Unfortunately for them, they have 2k bounties and I am on a bit of a money grind. I try to help most slaves I find, but right now, I need the money. These guys are getting turned in. Sorry folks. We left Clown Steady in the evening of day 94, cut down a group of Red Saber bandits in the swamp, and made it back to the hub in the afternoon of day 95. We offloaded our loot with a total count of 4 AI cores, 34 ancient science books, 39 regular books, and 1 engineering research, as well as the upgraded weapon for Dave, and the 2 Edge Type 1 weapons we found. We're going to do a little bit of strength training with Green, and then we're going to sprawl out to the local towns to hire some new recruits to help us build our settlement. I do intend on training up some of the new recruits to be strong fighters, and may even rotate some members in and out of the main expedition team. I already intend to appoint Ruka to be captain of the guard of the base, and Horse will be by her side to defend it. I'll be keeping Dave, Beep, and Burn in the main team, but that won't be enough for larger battles. We're going to need a lot of new recruits. We stopped in the bar in the Shek town of Squin to load up on some food, and I totally forgot about Kang. He's another Shek warrior that lives in Squin, and his stats are relatively high, and he won't need too much preliminary training. He'll be a good companion to pick up to help us build and defend our new home. His hiring price is 6k cats, but that's pretty fair considering his decent-ish combat stats. We'll want to do some strength training with Kang, but he's already at 20 strength, so he'll hold for the time being. We'll walk back to the hub and outfit Kang with some of the spare gear we have back at our temporary base there. I'll need to hire a lot of new recruits to essentially act as village folk, farmers, miners, craftsmen, etc. In the bar in the hub, we find Logan. He's got some decent turret stats, so we can use him to defend the walls and also help us with manufacturing of building materials and other crucial base building items. Another 6k cats for Logan, and our group grows by 1. I'm glad I made all that money before starting to hire new people because some of them really aren't cheap. This is probably a big enough group to get started. We can always send a couple people out to find more recruits if needed, but for now, we'll head to the site of our base and we'll get started building it up. I had Beep run back to the hub to grab all the books and ancient science books we'd collected until now. We'll need them to research better technology to improve our base. So, base building. We need to create stone mines and stone refineries to create building materials to construct various structures. We'll also need to be near iron nodes so we can mine iron, turn them into iron plates to create machines, storage containers, and other goods. We'll need copper for electronics, and wells to gather water for crops. Eventually, all these processes can be automated, but for now, each of these items will need to be manually collected and processed, hence why we need so many sets of hands. There's a way station near where we will be setting up, and there are some people to hire there. We can also make trips back to Squin to hire some of the Shek around there, as well as the swamp town of Shark. So here we are, a nice flat open area near the swamp with 2 iron nodes and 1 copper node. This is definitely my favorite base spot I've built in throughout my Kenshi playthroughs. We are going to need 6 building materials and 12 iron plates to get started. As I can't yet manufacture these things on my own, we'll need to purchase them. I'm sending Dave and Burn up to the way station to see how much we can buy from there. We may need to head over to Squin afterwards as well. And now we've begun. We'll need to amass a pretty serious collection of building materials before we can start building homes and walls. We are actually going to need way more recruits. I'm sending Dave up to the way station to hire whoever's there, and we may even head back to Squin to pick up all the for-hire Shek there too. Picked up Spade and Jinsei from the way station. These 2 will definitely be full-time village people. Got a notification that a Shek proving was on the way to my outpost. I'm actually not too sure what that is, so hopefully we can survive whoever is showing up. I also journeyed back to Squin to hire every Shek available to speed up our material processing times to quickly put up walls and buildings. So, the Shek proving ended up being a large group of Kral's Chosen, a rogue group of Shek that really don't like anything non-Shek, so I think I'm kind of fucked. I don't think they'll kill all my people, but some people might lose some limbs. Let's see how this plays out. Well, we survived the assault by Kral's Chosen, but now I have 2 members with missing right legs as expected. We'll need to acquire some replacements, but that will come in due time. For now, we really need to get our wounded into some beds to heal them up before some pack of hungry bone dogs decide to come by for a snack. I'll need to move fast. We don't have an infirmary up yet, and many wounded people. This is really going to set us back, but at least some of our people have received a little bit of combat XP from that encounter. Thankfully, there's an old dust bandit camp right next to where I'm setting up, which means plenty of deployed bedrolls. Green and Jinsei can stay at the way station for now because they both lost their legs, but the others will just be thrown into the nearby bedrolls until I can get them working again. So there was just enough beds to get everyone into a bedroll to rest up and heal. Burn is the only one still standing as he doesn't recover from sleeping, so he can stand guard while everyone else recovers. Hopefully we don't get visited by a pack of skin spiders or anything. Horse recovered pretty quick. Glad to have him back on his feet, and he's such a powerhouse. If anything does show up, he can put them down right quick. With everyone back on their feet, we started manufacturing more building materials again and built our first shack. I sent Dave out to the desert to get some new limbs for Green and Jinsei so they can return to the settlement. We also got attacked by a group of dust bandits, which was very annoying that this happened so quickly after the Kral's Chosen paid a visit. This is why we really need to get some walls up at least. As usual though, it's good training for the new recruits. Dave picked up a couple new right legs for Green and Jinsei and then started his journey back to the settlement. I also sent Beep out to get some groceries from Squid. We have a lot of Shek in our group and they get hungrier at a quicker rate than other species, so it's important to stay stocked up on food. We'll get to farming eventually to produce our own food, but that will require some more hands and more research. The great thing about the region we've picked is actually the frequent dust storms, believe it or not. These are moments of high wind, so we'll be able to construct a bunch of wind turbines to power our base. The wind turbines produce a bunch of extra power during dust storms, so we'll have to build a power station to house large batteries to store this excess power. Another day, another dust bandit raid. Thankfully, this should help fast track my weaker group members up to mid-20 combat stats fairly quickly if the dust bandits keep it up. Ruka, Horse, and Burn do carry most of the group during these fights, but that's alright. Dave once did it for them. It is their turn to carry the weight of the pack. I got another notification that my base was being raided again. Probably just by dust bandits, but this is getting old. Okay, it's not dust bandits, it's worse. It's the Band of Bones. God, are you kidding me? A bandit group of Shek with high combat stats, and my heaviest hitter is still many kilometers away. Ugh, I foresee more lost to limbs in our near future. Good job, Beep. That's a lot of green numbers. Come on, Horse. I'm really counting on you here, dog. Oh, that's a lot of red, that's a lot of green, that's a lot of red. It's looking like a pretty even fight so far. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's an even fight. I'm not sure. Logan's down, Fumin is down. We still have oh, Kang is down. Because okay, Horse is fine. Burn is pretty messed up. Beep's okay. Are any limbs almost lost? Yeah, this limb is almost lost. Ooh, Spade. Oh no. Okay, well we won this fight. That's good. The fight went okay. We were able to repel the attackers without losing any limbs. Thankfully, the Band of Bones are like a starving group of bandits, so their stats are slightly lower due to the malnourished debuff. Dave made it back to the way station bar that I left Green and Jinsei at and outfitted them with their new legs. They returned to the base together and I put our new cyborg friends back to work. I decided to split my group into 2 squads, one that will stay in the village and one for expeditions. I've already bled a ton of cash, so I need to send some people out to loot more ruins and acquire more funding for the base. The expedition group for now is Dave, Beep, Burn, and Green, but I do want to get more people for this group and maybe we'll cycle out some village members every once in a while to give them a taste of the outside world. Hell, I might even get a second Bone Dog with how much Horse is becoming a crucial member of the group. I'm leaving Ruka, Kang, and Horse in charge of defending the base, but hopefully through frequent attacks, the rest of the group will level up to a point where their contributions in battle will actually matter. What I do really need right now is a dedicated farmer, preferably a hiver, as they have bonuses to their working skills. I think there's some hivers for hire down in Clown Steady or even Shark, so I'm going to send Dave and his team out there soon to find someone to farm crops for us. We'll also need a full-time cook. Another Kral's Chosen raid. Serious? This time I sent the best of my warriors out to meet them and the fight actually went pretty well. It took a lot of micromanaging with Green so that he could effectively shoot down enemies without taking too many hits, but we were victorious in the end. Let's go. Oh my god, we won. Yes, we went out to meet them and it worked. Everyone's really hurt right now though. But it's okay. Are you fucking kidding me? Where'd this guy come from? Dave, can you? Horse? Just really quickly, well. Oh, Horse, no. Thank you. Kang lost his right leg unfortunately, so that's another limb I'll need to find a replacement for. So many lost right legs. Tora the Fearless is a bandit leader nearby. She's the leader of the Band of Bones and has a healthy 10k bounty. I'm pretty strapped for cash right now, so I'm going to bring this Scourge down, regardless of the danger presented by her powerful personal guard. Well, that was easy. A good assassination skill is always such a useful boon. Nice. 10k. That's awesome. That'll keep us afloat for a little while. Dave's off to find us a hiver recruit to act as our full-time farmer, and we've started building up our level 2 research bench. Soon we'll have electricity that can help with automated farming and automated wells. With those set up, I'll be able to focus my people onto more important tasks like building walls around our base and crafting weapons and armor. On the way to Shark to find a hiver worker, we discovered a ruin nearby. This means more books and more maps to military outposts for future expeditions. Dave can outrun anything that may threaten him, so he shouldn't have a problem checking this place out by himself. Decided to hire on Stin from Shark as a new follower for the main expedition group. Skeletons are great, they have a ton of health, don't need to eat, yada yada yada, all the same things I said about Burn. Stin's awesome. Found Kumo in Clown Steady. This little hiver is going to become our full-time farmer back at the settlement. We got into some trouble on the way home, but Dave is an absolute monster and cut down a group of swamp ninjas with ease. God damn, Dave is crazy powerful. Poor Kumo took some nasty hips, so we had to carry the little fella all the way home. I finally got Kumo home and ready to get started on some farms, but I keep getting attacked by freaking dust bandits. I think I might just go ahead and build lower tier walls at this point because I'm getting really tired of the constant disturbances. Really good training for my group, I guess, but I'm sure they're tired of it too. Oh my god. I keep getting attacked by bandits. I just want to build farms. This is ridiculous. We have finally completed our farms, and Kumo has officially joined the village squad. Soon he'll be producing wheat for bread and cactuses so we can make delicious dust witches. They will be my settlement's main source of nutrition. I hope they like them. Stin got to practice a bit of fighting on some crippled bandits, and I also sent Dave down to the southern United Cities to see about buying, or rather stealing, a new leg for Kang. He's been just sleeping at the way station since he lost his leg, and I really want to get him back on his feet. Didn't find a robotics shop in Clown Steady, so Dave carried on over to Drifter's Last to see if they had one there. He was attacked by slave hunters near the gate, and he completely destroyed them. Serves them right. The settlement is getting raided super often, but the villagers are getting better and better at repelling the attacks. This is sort of a perk of having no walls for the time being that I'm trying to make the best of. I sent Dave to Katoon and did something kind of stupid, which was send him through the high bone fields by himself. There's all kinds of wild animals here that would totally eat Dave alive if given the chance, so I had to keep him moving. Not to mention I made him fight a group of swamp ninjas, so he was already a bit weakened from that fight. Had to be cautious on the road to the city. Katoon also didn't have a robotics shop, so this little trek turned out to be a huge waste of time. I could of course just Google which nearest city has what I'm looking for, but where's the fun in that? I ended up sending Dave all the way over to the robotics shop in Mongrel instead. We threw down with some of the nearby fogmen and grabbed one of the fog prince heads before heading into town, our journey scored by the screams of fogmen victims. I left Dave to rest in one of the inns at Mongrel as I waited for night to come. I was going to try and steal a new leg for Kang instead of buy, as I'm still pretty low on money. I'll try to take as many as I can and sell them elsewhere, but a new leg for Kang is a priority. The heist went almost perfectly. I was able to steal all but one limb until I was caught. Still terrific though. This is a ton of money I'm carrying and a new leg for Kang. Not the toughest, but it'll do for now. Finally, Kang stands again. Dave also sold off 2 of the specialist legs, but I've decided to keep the masterwork limbs I stole. At this rate, I think I'm better off having some spare limbs lying around. I sent Beep out in search of fabrics so we can get some actual beds here. Unfortunately, the way station only had 2, so Beep's off to Squin to see if they have some more there. We also picked up Gecko and Zill as new villagers for the settlement. Gecko will become our full-time cook, and I think I'll get Zill to help with iron mining. Didn't find many fabrics in the local shops, but we found enough for 1 bed, so that'll do for now. We also achieved Tech Level 4, which is huge. I will soon be able to automate iron and stone mining so that I can have the villagers perform more specific crafting tasks, like electrical components, armor, and weapons. I've sent Beep to the hub to fetch our AI core we found a while back, as we will need that to research automated mining in the near future. Now that we have filled 2 full boxes of building materials, let's talk walls. We're going to be putting up a wall that is quite large that will give us plenty of room to expand. We want to make sure to wall in our farms and the important resource nodes like the scattered iron and copper nodes in the area. We'll also need to have gates so our people can come and go. The wall will be quite rectangular, but I'm only going to have 2 gates, so there are only 2 entrance points that need to be protected. Any more than that, and it can be a bit tricky to manage in my opinion. With the completion of the wall, I now feel more comfortable sending more competent fighters away from the base on further expeditions. Their presence at the settlement won't be as necessary with these fortifications to protect the homies. Lucky enough too, a pack of Garu wandered by, which was a nice little food delivery. The walls are complete. We have a huge amount of space to expand for more buildings. and whatever else I decide to put in here. But these are some good walls. As you see, we've added another gate here on this side with the same sort of jutted in design as this gate here, so we can have mounted crossbows. This one has like a bit of a stronger angle, but this turn here should suffice. And even if they do get in, hey, it's still good training for my people. We're still only getting attacked by like dust bandits and hungry bandits. Sometimes we get a Shek proving. The Shek provings will be easier to manage with crossbow gunners, softening them up before they can break through the gate. So that's pretty cool. So for now, we will shut the gates, close it, and we'll close that one. Very nice. Cool. No.
A good reminder to save often while playing Kenshi.
God damn it.
I hope the last autosave was after I completed building the walls. Poor Green went into a coma after a fight with dust bandits, and I wanted to trade him some food that I bought, but I should have known better than to put him down on the ground. But he got launched up and then got stuck on one of the rooftops in Squint.
Oh my god. What?
I don't know if I'll be able to get him down now. Maybe when he wakes up, he'll be able to get down on his own. I guess we'll have to see. Oh, Kenshi. So I tried to send the remainder of the group out on an expedition to Mongrel and then into the Floodlands. We had an early Beak Thing encounter which went fine, but then a group of wandering bulls engaged the Beak Thing herd and aggroed a very large amount in the surrounding area. Stin went down quick and was dying from his wounds, but thankfully I didn't have to worry about him being eaten by the Beak Thing, seeing as he's made of metal and all. I tried to make the lads flee to a nearby Hiver town to shake off the Beak Things, but they ended up quickly tearing through the residents of the town. Dave was almost eaten alive too, but the Beak Things seemed to have wandered back to eat the corpse of a gorilla I'm assuming they also killed. I was able to get Dave, Beep, and Burn into the robotics store and recovered Stin, but then the shopkeeper got mad at Beep for being a hiveless hiver,
Get out.
so he's stuck waiting outside in sneak mode while Dave recovers a broken arm, and there are still Beak Things everywhere outside. What a mess. I ended up having Burn and Stin take on all the remaining Beak Things, so I wouldn't have to worry about them getting eaten, and even if they did take damage, I could just have them repaired inside the robotics shop. Dave had a crippled arm, so he was out of commission and I couldn't rely on his strength. Plan worked like a charm. Burn even 1v1'd an adult Beak Thing, so maybe the plan going forward is to try and fragment the Beak Thing herds as they seem far deadlier in big numbers. A couple more downed Beak Things and we returned to Squin to rest up and sell off the hide we collected and get some more food before making another attempt for Mongrel. Also took the time and bought Stin some new gear after his good performance against the Beak Things. His weapon's still shit, hopefully we can do something about that when we reach Mongrel. Dust bandits tried to raid the settlement, but thankfully Ruka, Kang, and Horse are absolute beasts and cut them all down. Horse especially was going nuts. He was one-shotting most of the bandits. Such a breeze, happy to know these guys can handle most, if not all, threats to the base. With Dave down and recovering a crippled arm, we turn our attention to the base. With the wall complete, we can start adding buildings and upgrading our resource collecting technology to massive automated drills that only require a single worker and are super efficient. With some freed up hands, we can begin to diversify the tasks, especially with crafting, so we can construct a building with a bunch of crafting stations for the soon-to-be craftsmen of the settlement. And with Dave back on his feet, the expedition group once again makes an attempt for Mongrel. I'll be monitoring the passage through Vane a little more closely this time and avoid big risks like large Beak Thing packs. I don't want a repeat of the last time we were here. Got into some fights passing through Vane, and then had a bitch of a time getting through the Foglands. Entering the Foglands slightly injured was probably a bad call on my part, but I was not expecting the absolute nightmare scenario that was about to happen. Tried attacking a Fog Prince, thinking we can make some quick cash off his head. Suddenly, all my guys are down, and my last standing member, Burn, is forced to fight solo for like half a day against so many Fogmen. They just kept coming. The fight didn't end until all my edible squad members were strapped to poles ready for a Fog Prince feasting. No Frog Prince came, however. I think the Fog Princes I did fight were the only ones in the area or something, but both the Fog Princes ended up with crippled legs and unable to get on their feet to start eating my imprisoned squad members. So I slowly waited for the imprisoned squad members to finish up their comas, free themselves, and keep moving on to Mongrel. Had a close call after Dave recovered, but soon we were able to make it through the gates intact. Sheesh, and I think I want to go to the far more dangerous Floodlands, having a hard time enough as it is in the fog. I had planned to have a noble playthrough, clearing outposts, taking down bounties, trying my best to make the world a better place. But I also need money. So I sent Dave to rob the weapons store in Mongrel, snagging a new no dachi for Stin, and a couple of weapons we can sell once we make it to another town. Trying to sell weapons in the same town you stole them from is not wise. Typically the local merchants will recognize the stolen goods of their neighbors. I think I might spend some time hunting fog princes for their heads to get some money for more research books for town. That way I can train up Stin and Green while making decent cash. Sure enough, we quickly ran into 2 different fog princes, cut them down, and took their heads back to town for payday. Managing both the expedition group and the village group can be tricky. Voth and Rain almost got doing a grocery run in Squin, had to send Kang out to make sure they both got home safely, and recover all the food that was taken by the hungry bandits.
Damn, he's really good.
Stay down.
There it is. Mission accomplished.
The expedition group has reached Obedience, and there's a ruin here to explore. I'm expecting security spiders and old skeletons, so should be good training for the homies.
After the war, the behemoths lost their purpose. Man became afraid of the destructive capabilities of its own creations. The irony is that it was their blind obedience and unquestioning loyalty that walked them down into that pit, entirely unresisting. The price of obedience.
Pretty much everyone went down the moment the fight started. I resorted to making Green run back and forth, keeping his distance, and slowly whittling them down with his crossbow. Eventually he succeeded, but now I need to wait until Beep and Dave recover before aggroing and fighting the remaining spiders. The second fight was more of the same. Beep's almost dead, Dave is down, and so are the 2 skeletons, Burn and Stin. It came down to Green and his crossbow once again. So happy to have him around. Our last spat with the final security spiders ended up costing Beep a leg.
Beep lose a leg. Beep lost a leg. Oh no.
We'll need to pick him up a replacement when we return to
bad
Mongrel,
is it?
but he'll be okay. If anything, a robot leg will be better for him than his weak little organic limbs.
So far this is pretty disappointing. We'll see what these 2 safes have. There we go. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay, here we go. What's in this one? Please, AI core. Damn it! That's okay. Okay, hey, not bad. I feel like this was kind of difficult for how much stuff we didn't get. It sort of took us a long time to finally make it here. Oh, here we go. A couple that we almost missed there. So you gotta individually search every box. Back to Mongrel. We'll get Beep a new leg.
Outfitted Beep with a scout leg. This will make him super fast. 37 miles per hour fast. He is almost faster than Beak Things, who move at 38 miles per hour. Maybe he'll lose his other leg and we can get him even faster one day. After kitting out the expedition group with some new gear, I noticed the screams of the victims of a Fog Prince feasting ceremony in the distance. So off we went to gather some Fog Prince heads and maybe save whoever was getting eaten. This fight was a breeze. The group sliced it clean through a small group of Fogmen that attacked them and had a good duel against the Fog Prince and his heavies. The trip ended up netting us 2 more Fog Prince heads, which was an easy 12k. We hit one of the ruins in the Floodlands and netted a good amount of loot. The whole ordeal took us a while as there were many security spiders inside and I kept having to let Dave and Beep rest between fights before aggroing more. You know, the usual. We then journeyed to a flotsam ninja town and sold off some of the loot, and when they ran out of money, the gang headed over to the tech hunter town of World's End and proceeded to take most of their money as well.
Ah, the Cannibal Plains. What a positive and exciting place to be.
What? Did you see that? Up ahead, I'm sure I saw something.
It's just the wind. Relax. Stay off the hashish a while, Ed.
It's not that. This is the Cannibal Plains, you are being hunted. It wasn't always like this. We don't know why the Northwesterners suddenly developed the taste for humanoid meat.
Guess that's lucky for you, Ed, Tin Head. The one place in the land where you're not the prey. Just make sure you rescue us if we get caught and sentenced to the chopping block.
From there, the group carried on to a ruin in the Cannibal Plains, and sure enough, it was full of cannibals.
Oh!
Thankfully, they're kind of weak and don't wear armor, so we put them all down without much issue. Their loot was pretty trash, didn't bother taking any of their stuff, but they had some books and ancient science books laying around, so we took those and carried on back into the Floodlands. I'll let the group rest up for a bit at Burns Tower, as there is a skeleton bed here where repairs can be done free of charge. Very nice. Made our way to a ruin I had marked in purple sands, through the shrieking forest. It was an unguarded ancient workshop. Dave and Beep poked around and found a chest loaded with goodies, a specialist arm and some engineering research being the most noteworthy of the loot. Good cash, good for research.
Here we go.
Well, I took a bunch of beak thing eggs from a nest in Leviathan Coast and started for World's End to sell them off, and the game crashed.
God damn it, the game crashed.
Thankfully, the game autosaved right after we took off with the eggs, so that's really lucky.
That's rather lucky. We still have all of our eggs. That's awesome. Alright.
The group continued on their way to World's End to sell off the loot before returning to Davelandia. The Cannibal Plains are a lot like the Fog Islands. The enemies are weak but numerous. Thankfully, the various cannibal tribes will attack each other. We even passed two groups of cannibals fighting each other on the way through. The scrawny cannibals are like slightly stronger hungry bandits, so they don't pose a major threat, but of course, anything that will try to eat my squad mates should be dealt with absolute caution. The gang slept through the night in World's End and then sold their goods off to the various merchants. We also bought an upgraded weapon for Stin, and I still had 200k after it all. I'm sending the expedition group back to Davelandia now to offload the books they found and store some of the looted gear that I want to keep. I want to get tech level 5 so I can start researching skeleton repair beds and repair my cyborg and robot homies. Once the group is home, I'll be doing some strength training with Stin so he can carry more loot without being slowed down. Finally got visited by a farm trader again at Davelandia, and we were able to procure some hemp to start our own hemp farm. This will be far more efficient than cotton we tried growing, and we can make first aid kits with it.
I feel bad doing this to the little Garu, but I need the meat. I need the meat from my dog. Perfect. Got some more meat for the dog. Even though I'm pretty sure he's eating the fucking dust witches, which are for the people. Are you kidding me? Are these dust bandits? Oh, hell yeah. Hold on, bring him to the gate so Logan can help, but let's fuck these assholes up. Go get his ass horse. I want to watch him one-shot him. Come on. This is a dust boss? No, just a bandit. Boom! Got him. He's coming to get you. Horse could easily solo all these bandits, and I think he's gonna try. Get this motherfucker. Oh, you think you're a little fucking toothpick? Look at that. Boom! Good night. Who's next? Go get him, buddy. Nah, he's not interested. He's barking at them. He's like, wow, 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 wow. I bet horse probably barks like Pudgy. Ow, ow, ow.
Let me get it. Ow, ow, ow. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
The expedition group will unfortunately be traveling through Holy Nation territory on the way home, so I'm going to have to keep a close eye on them as they pass through, and hopefully they don't have to throw hands with too many paladin patrols.
Holy Nation land. I have a bad feeling about this. The locals here aren't too friendly with non-humans, and that's an understatement.
We're running right past Blister Hill. That's where Holy Lord Phoenix himself is. That's where the big honcho of this whole area is, and we're just like running right past. And then Holy Lord Phoenix is in like, yeah, he's in there. That's where the big boy is. Anyways, we're just gonna keep moving. Just run right past it. We're not interested in starting war yet. We're not interested in war yet. We'll be here eventually. But it'll take some time before we can get all that going. There's some things I'd like to do first. There's a couple major achievements I want to do first. Like the Bugmaster.
Beep likes his new skeleton limb. Beep feels stronger, faster. Beep's limbs are clearly too easy to chop off. But that was the old, flashy Beep. Now Simmer Beep fears neither man nor beast.
Hell yeah!
It's just a robot limb. It doesn't make you more powerful.
This is what the pinnacle of power feels like.
The group made it home without issue and dropped off the supplies they had looted, as well as the necessary research goodies to continue to improve our base. I'll be sending them back up to the Leviathan coast shortly to loot from the remaining ruins and outposts up there, but for now they can rest up in town. While Stin was strength training, I spent some time focusing on upgrades around the base, including some illumination so my people are no longer working in the dark. Due to the iron and stone mines being more or less fully automated now, I can also get my people to work on crafting and not just resource gathering. We are processing hemp into fabrics and even making our own skeleton repair kits now. With Stin's strength up to 35, we send the expedition group back up the Leviathan coast to finish looting the ruins there. I need a lot of AI cores and engineering research for the next tech upgrades to our base. After we are finished at Leviathan coast, the next stop will be the Deadlands and the Black Desert to loot the outposts there for more goodies. So far I haven't found shit, just subpar weapons, although we did find a Masterwork Springbat, so I switched that out for green Specialist Springbat, so that's cool I guess, but we really need the research components, not gear. The Leviathan Coast didn't really have anything I was looking for, which is too bad. The team has moved on to an ancient science lab at the end of the Iron Trail in hopes of finding AI cores and engineering research. The Iron Trail is infested with iron spiders, and our team got pretty messed up by them on the way to the ruin, so they were forced to camp outside and recover before making a move on the ruin itself.
Oh no. Beep. Oh. Beep, stop! Beep lost his other leg. Fuck. Oh, thank Christ. Oh my god. Well, we don't have another leg for Beep, do we? I know Beep has a leg on him. It's left! Oh, perfect. We could just boop. There we go. He's up on his feet. Alright, Beep's got 2 legs now. Oh no. Burns down. He was our big damage. Dave's down.
Beep.
Oh, Beep lost an arm.
Beep.
Dude, what the fuck? This one is... Oh my god. Well... What the fuck? Are you serious? Beep is actually, like, gonna be Cyber Beep before long now. At this rate. There goes his arm. Oh my fucking Christ.
After finally clearing all the spiders out of the ruin, I can move up to the top floor and into the loot room, and I pray this was worth the hassle. And it was! We walked out of there with 4 AI cores, 3 engineering research, and many ancient science books, as well as the usual valuable loot to sell. The group journeyed back to Mongrel, sold off their goods, and got Beep a new arm. I also took the time to buy some weapon and armor recipes here, as we are starting to craft weapons and armor in our base, but we need the recipes for the specific types of gear.
Now, how fast does Beep? Now that he has... Oh my god, he is 50 miles per hour. He can run at 50 miles per hour. That's insane. That is insane. Look at him go. Oh my god.
I am the Flash.
With good recipes, I've got some folks from the village working on weapon and armor crafting. Eventually, they will become master craftsmen and will be making some damn good equipment. In the meantime, our expedition group will be heading out to continue growing in power and taking out some of the threats of the desert like the crazed bandit leaders and warlords. Starting with the Black Dragon Ninjas, a target I've been ignoring for far too long. Their base is actually located rather close to the hub. It's marked as an unknown tower. They have hella crossbow turret guards, so our best bet is to get close and fight them in melee combat to avoid getting picked off by the turrets on the roof of their tower.
Dave's at a huge disadvantage because he's indoors, but he should still be okay. I'm still seeing a lot of green numbers, so I think we're okay. Beep's down. But the others are okay. What are you attacking now? This poor dude crawling? Oh my god. Yep. Okay. Here's the 2 leaders. There's Dimok and Uzan.
I didn't feel like turning the Black Dragon Ninja bounties into the Holy Nation, so I just left them for dead. This was never about the money anyhow. On to the next target. Next up is the Swamp Ninjas. They are somewhere in the southern wetlands, so that's our next destination after healing the party back up at Davelandia. The gang made it safely to Shark, and from there carried on down to the southern wetlands to seek out the Swamp Ninja base.
Let's take a look. We'll do a save in case this goes really badly. It could. Hello?
You scream in the swamps.
Are they all... That's a Chunin, Genin, Chunin, Jonin, Genin, Shade. Ooh, Shet Kingdom? We'll definitely turn this one in. There's not that many of them. We can definitely take this group. Are they gonna... Oh, run, Beep. Okay, here we go. Oh, Green, what the fuck, dude? You just shot Beep. Over here. Nice. Alright,
I'm
fucking
fine.
hell.
I'm fine. Just leave me alone.
Beep got blasted by Green.
Take it easy now.
Beep.
Nice, tear him apart. Why are these people training? You guys don't want to, like, say... This person's just watching. He doesn't want to be involved in all this. He didn't actually like these people, maybe. So Green. I switched to a different... It's really funny. Dave's going to be at a huge disadvantage because they're inside. Oh, never mind. He's still cranking out huge fucking damage numbers. Ah, what the hell, Green? Watch your fire, dude. It's a pretty cramped little space. I'm not surprised that he's hitting our own homies. Alright, good shit. Medic up. We'll loot this place, and then we'll leave. Oh, we gotta grab this Shade person. Are they dying? Shade is playing dead. Dave, can you go pick up Shade? Actually, we'll loot them first, and then pick them up. What do you got? Ooh, a mate, an edge type 1. Oh, for fuck's sakes. There we go. Take that. Very nice. We'll first aid, just so they don't die. Terrific. And pick up. Okay. Fantastic. Nice. So 20k right to the bank account. Fuck yeah. And we're making the wasteland a safer place. Cool.
With some of the major local threats dealt with, the expedition group moves on to the Deadlands. There's a ton of outposts here for more chances at finding AI cores and more science books for the base.
Can you go find out? That's a little bit more than 4! What on earth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we just killed one that came out since 11. Ugh. What the fuck? Run! Get them out of there. Just run. Dude, this is fucked. What on earth am I supposed to do about 10 other fucking security spiders? That's insane. And Dave's dying because of the acid rain. Okay, they seem to be stuck there. Maybe I can just like lead them out. And then, because I need to get Dave inside.
Acid rain. Take shelter.
Yeah, I know. We're working on it, Dave. We're working on it. Oh my lord.
Getting my skin burnt off here.
Okay, see, this would be really good to get into. It's just an armory, though. Yeah, maybe we carry on, honestly, at this point. Please make it around them. Please don't get hit. Ooh, okay. Can we get to Black Desert City, maybe? We need to get Dave out of this rain, so... Maybe we can get some stuff there that'll protect him from the rain as well. Do they sell armor in the scrap house?
Bloody
I
acid
can't remember
rain.
if they do or not. A lot of weapons. I don't think they have armor, though. Nope. Ooh, they sell AI cores. It's like not bad. MK3. What's Dave's weapon? Is it MK2? It is an MK2. Maybe we buy an MK3 Falling Sun for Dave. I know this one here is like a workshop. There might be AI cores in there, and it's sheltered, so maybe I'll go there.
First place we searched didn't have much, not even any enemies to guard it. The second one was much more intense. There were a great number of skeletons, as well as these nasty double-barrel harpoon turrets. They ended up having to do most of the fighting on the side of the building, out of range of the turrets. Thankfully, Dave sort of glitched up the side and into the building, so he could attack one of the turret guards right away. Green ended up losing an arm somehow in the fighting. I sort of missed what happened to him, but we found a replacement in the ruins after defeating the skeleton guards. We also walked away with more CPUs, skeleton repair kits, and some research resources, but no AI cores. We have one more ruin in this area to check out before heading out of this terrible place. As it turns out, the ruin we visited was full of skeletons called broken ones. They immediately pledged themselves to defending Beep as their master for some reason. I thought this was a great opportunity to go back after that armory full of security spiders that I had passed by, but all the broken ones ended up attacking the residents of Black Desert City as we passed by it, and ended up mostly dying. So there goes that plan.
Oops.
There are some locked safes at this ruin, and I imagine the broken ones may turn hostile if I start lockpicking it, so now that most of them are dead, I'm not too worried about poking through their things. After looting through the Deadlands, we made our way south to Veng to find a unique NPC to recruit to our expedition team, the screaming skeleton known as Agnew.
The other one is still running here. Watch out for the sky.
Damn you, the other one?
The other what?
The other eye. We can't survive here for long. Have to move quickly.
Why don't you guys ever explain anything properly?
Agnew is kept prisoner by Ponk and Screamer the False in the Tower of Abuse, a structure in Veng. Fighting them was difficult, but victory was ours. We freed Agnew, he joined our team, and we grabbed Ponk to turn him into the United Cities authorities for a nice 20k bounty. We also looted a bunch of goodies from the tower, which is just more cash and research resources for me. I know Screamer the False also had a 20k bounty, but for some reason I just couldn't find him in the scattered bodies of the skeletons I had defeated. Again, money's not really a problem anymore, but maybe he'll recover someday and be back in the Tower of Abuse for us to fight him again. Now Agnew can't speak, he just makes a lot of odd screaming noises, and he and Beep become quick friends due to their similar speech impediments.
Beep likes his new skeleton parts. Why does Beep like his skeleton parts, you ask?
I'm not asking.
Because they make him more like his best friend.
Rug.
Beep and Agnew. Skeletons together.
Groo. Jig.
Rug.
Rar.
Rug.
Damn it, guys, stay focused.
Beep does not compute.
You're not a damn skeleton. Get back here.
Error. Beep. Invalid command.
Grab.
They're like a pair of children.
Checking in on the base reveals to us that our craftsmen are really starting to improve. Kang is now crafting high-grade plate jackets, and Rain is crafting Katoon number 3 tier katanas. With some more research resources dedicated to Davelandia and some more time dedicated to their trades, they'll be crafting some of the highest quality gear in the land in no time flat. Davelandia is still often attacked by dust bandits and hungry bandits, but now with higher tier equipment and Horse's massive one-shot potential, the raids rarely last long or contribute to any significant group injuries at all. I almost sent the expedition group to the Fish Gurgler Island, but all their inventories are quite full, so we'll head back to Davelandia to unload the loot and then return to do battle with the Gurglers. Alright, loot dropped off, more tech research being done by Jinsei, and so it's back to Katoon for the expedition group to take on the Gurglers and their king. As we passed Morn, we discovered a big structure called the Old Prison. I'm actually not too sure what this is, so I marched my group over to investigate before carrying on to the Fishman Isles. Turns out this is the home of the Gorilla Bandits, a bunch of Quasimodo-looking martial artists that may or may not mess up my squad pretty bad. I mostly just see these guys around the bone fields getting killed and eaten by bone dogs and beak things. As long as we don't fight them indoors, we should be okay, as martial arts has a skill bonus when indoors. Well, the Gorilla Bandits went down pretty easy. Even fighting them indoors wasn't so bad. I think it was their lack of armor that made them so notably weak. Scored a 50k bounty off the gorilla leader and his Meitu plank weapon that Dave may or may not use for now, I'm not sure. After recovering from the gorilla fight, the group set out again for the Fish Isles but got distracted when a Leviathan attacked a beak thing nest. I wasn't just about to pass up the free beak thing eggs, so after the big lad was done and walked off, I swooped in to grab the eggs and haul them back to Katoon for some moolah. I've never seen a Leviathan come so close to a city before. It's crazy how often Katoon is attacked by wild animals. The front gates are frequently bloodbaths of beak things and skin spiders. Imagine getting stationed out here as a recruit in the UC army. What a nightmare. Sold off the eggs and back out we go. While traveling to the Fish Isles, I noticed we're getting close to 500,000 cats. Money is of little use to us now unless we want to start another settlement, but not sure we'll end up doing that. They don't call it the Bone Fields for nothing. I figure these big-ass skeletons are what the original ancients went to war with, which justified the creation of the giant robots that were killed in the Obedience event. I guess it was just Pacific Rim or something. So the fish gurglers are basically stronger fogmen. Similar gig here. They will try to eat our edible squad members, namely Dave, Beep, and Green. At the group's current power level, we should be able to cut through them pretty efficiently, but we will need to be cautious. The gurglers use martial arts, which they aren't all that good at, but martial arts deals blunt damage that takes longer to recover from. Individual gurglers won't do too much damage in their strikes, but large groups can slowly whittle down even the strongest fighters and break our odds of victory. After crossing this big-ass bridge, we will be in the danger zone.
Fishman Island. There's supposed to be a famous sword here.
As well as gurglers. We should be quiet or they'll hear us.
I decided to check out how powerful my squad had become by unleashing them upon the Fish Isle city of the gurglers. I have to say, it is such a delight to watch them completely shred through the gurglers. By the time the team was done fighting, only a giant red stain in the dirt remained of what was once a thriving population of gurglers. Anyways, onto the King Gurgler's palace.
Go inside. Some loot. And there's all these assholes. And the big man himself, King Gurgler. Also doesn't really have crazy stats, but he's got a good sword. Alright, let's do it. Green. Seeing all the green numbers. This is good. It's just a brawl. Stin's fighting the big guy. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's kind of winning. Fox Stin took a huge hit to his left leg. Come on, Stin. Brian, can you go help your scout Nice. There it is. Combat cleaver. Boom. Huge upgrade for Burn. Alright, he should be dead because he pulled his head off.
So with the Kingfish Gurgler's head in tow, we are off to Flats Lagoon. The Kingfish Gurgler head has a sell value of 60k, but no merchant in Kenshi has 60k on hand, so we can't sell it outright. What we can do is buy dope-ass gear worth 60k from a merchant, and then sell them the King Gurgler head to get our money back. Easy peasy. Decided to pay a visit to the Armor King near Blister Hill. Buddy sells some really high quality stuff. So we went ahead and upgraded some gear across the board and sold the Gurgler head to recover 60k. So let's recap who's still left on the board in terms of bandit leaders. Dave, Ruka, and Beep defeated both the Dust King and the Red Saber boss before I started recording, so those two are crossed off the list. We've since defeated the Black Dragon Ninjas, the Swamp Ninjas, Tora the Fearless and the Band of Bones, Gorillo of the Gorilla Bandits, and the Kingfish Gurgler of Fishman Isles. That leaves us the Shek Rebels of Kral's Chosen, and the Berserkers in the west, the Sand Ninjas in the center of the continent, and the Preacher Cult, the Reavers, and the Skin Bandits in the east. We also have to deal with the Bugmaster, but he's last on our list. For now, we'll start with the Shek Rebels, who are actually quite close to Davelandia. Our first stop is New Kralia, where a contender for the Shek throne named Flying Bull resides. Remember that Kral's Chosen raid that happened early on in my base development? Yeah, that's these guys. Looking forward to clapping back at them after all this time.
Okay, guard number 1. Yeah, keep moving, keep fighting. We gotta assist the Traders Guild here. Oh god. Wait, bring them outside, bring them outside, bring them outside, bring them outside. Well, there we go. Let's regroup in medic. What the fuck just happened? We gotta go find Flying Bull. And hopefully he's not dead. There he is. Pick him up. Alright, let's go turn in Flying Bull here. Yeah. Nice.
And Flying Bull is off our list. Next up after him is the Berserkers, who are also nearby. We actually passed by their village once already in this playthrough, but we are going to head back now and bring them down.
Here we are at the Berserker village. Very nice. It's not looking like an incredibly great place to live. They should definitely consider just moving to Davelandia. Let's go see. Let's go take a look. There he is, Ghost. Okay. This is our boy right here. This is the one that we've come to get. Okay. Well, let's go say hi. See if they attack us first. Burn and Ghost are going at it over here. Oh, Burn's getting distracted. There's a lot of red, guys. Can we focus, please? Oh my gosh. There we go. Claim some more bounty. Cool. Do the Shek like me? Yeah, they're pretty big fans of me now. I think I'm kind of cool.
With the Shek rebels dealt with, we move on now to the east, where we'll be spending quite a bit of time in UC territory. We'll be stopping by the Cactus Den to throw hands with the Sand Ninjas first, before heading further into the desert to track down the Preacher Cult, Valamon and his Reavers, finishing up with Savant and the Skin Bandits.
If we get attacked by Paladins, I will fight them. I'm super down. Fuck you guys. You guys don't get to just bully people. Oh, we took a hit. There we go. Oh, he's, yeah, bleeding profusely. He just took a bunch of katana hits.
Rug.
Damn. This guy's gonna bleed out. This guy is also probably gonna bleed out. Also probably gonna, yeah, these guys are dead. Whoops. Didn't mean to kill them. Oh.
Agents of
We got more assholes. Alright. You know what? Fuck these guys. We're gonna kill them. Kill these motherfuckers. Take your backpack off, Dave. Fuck! That's a High Inquisitor. Or it's just like an Inquisitor. We need to go. We need to get the hell out of here. Everybody fucking run. While they're distracted fighting. Shit. Run, 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 run. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Just keep running. They're slow as shit. Oh no! Why do we stop moving? I don't want to. I don't want them to like become hostile towards us. Do we have everybody? Yeah, everybody's here. Because then they're gonna attack Davelandia. These guys aren't gonna be home to defend against the attack, and that would be bad because like Seda or somebody would show up. Okay. Oh, they're still after us. Okay, let's just keep moving. Alright, pull back. Let them go. Yeah, fuck you guys. So to go north, we're gonna go around the Deadlands. We'll go through Ockran's Shield. We'll just kind of like haul ass through Ockran's Shield. We should be okay. Alright, just haul ass through it then. Go. Ooh, there's a lot of them. Run! Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Into the desert. Woo! We pulled a lot of them. Just keep running. Just keep running. Oh no! Just keep running. Just keep running. Just keep running. Okay, looks like they got distracted with outlaw farmers or something. I don't know who just pulled up on us there, but we should be okay to sort of relax a little bit. Oh man, that was funny. Alright, let's pull over for a second. Let's make sure everyone's nice and fixed up. Sand Ninjas are pretty tough. They're Sand Ninja Oni. We're gonna attack. That was easy. Alright, good job. Sand Ninja Oni's down. Oh my god. I think this is our first UC bounty. I could be wrong, but I do think it's our first UC bounty. Hi guys. No, they didn't shake me down. That's nice of them. Here we go.
With Ninja Oni down, the expedition party rests up in Stoat before moving to the southeastern area of the desert to start looking for the Preacher Cult. I don't know exactly where they are, but they shouldn't be too hard to find.
Oh man, I forgot that thing is still here.
Oh yeah, that shocking thing.
You can see it in the distance there. It's still chugging away even now. I remember when it was flying around wreaking death and destruction everywhere it went. It's safe now though, good riddance to it.
Shame the other one is still running though.
Yeah, so one of those space death laser things that's in Vang, this is the other one. There were two at one point. This one fell out of the sky and onto the surface of the planet, or the moon, I guess. So that's a pretty big little pretty big construct here. Good to see kind of the scale of what the ancients were getting up to. This thing's freaking massive. Grass pirates. So they're just like really chill pirates. Yo, look at all of them. They look cool. Alright, this one's a martial artist. We're gonna kill him. Wait, Dave, use your martial arts against these guys. Go. Cha! You know nothing of martial arts. Cha! Nice. Nice, good job, Dave. With his bare hands. Dave is a mighty warrior. There's a beak thing. I figured we'd see one. Anytime I see trees, I'm always like, we're gonna see a beak thing. Sure enough. Oh, there he is. I don't think he sees us yet, so we're not gonna bother fighting him. Yeah, he doesn't care. He's carrying on. Very cool. Who are these guys? Oh, the Reavers. We should consider fighting these guys. Oh, they're really strong. Most of their stats, 60, 45, 50. Damn. Damn. These guys are no joke. I think we should try and fight them. I feel like it'd be good practice. Let's meet them on the field here.
The Brotherhood fights for freedom. Either you fight with us.
Okay, hold on. Backpacks off, folks. This is gonna be a big fight. We need all of our bonuses. You keep your backpack on. Yeah, I've been wearing it. Alright, Green, you're going ranged.
Or you fight against us.
Here we go. Alright, Green, over here, buddy. Beep, 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 please. Okay, just be careful over here. Okay, that's a lot of green numbers I'm seeing so far. I'm just trying to make sure green is not tagged up too much. Nice, Dave's kicking ass over there. He's fighting with Burn. Beepston and Agner up there. I'm doing fine. Let's go, Green! Oh, fucking sniper. Okay, hey, that went well. How'd we all do? Little bits of damage here and there, but nothing crazy. Well done, everybody.
In Kenshi, chaos is a ladder. So, I was trying to rest up Dave and Green outside of a Reaver camp that we were planning on hitting, but their rest was disturbed by a group of crabs and crab raiders. The crab raiders can actually be allied to us, but I haven't done that yet, so they're very, very hostile. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to try and lead the crab raiders into the Reaver base to do most of the fighting, and then we'll try to pick off whoever's left.
Go get the smoke, you guys. Oh, the crab raiders are fast, even if they're in their big armor of theirs. Run out. Run out, run out, run out, run out, run out. Fuck, I'm still getting chased by some people. I don't even know who's fighting who now, but I've spent too much time here. Okay, well, we need to do something. Who are these guys? Are these more Reavers? Yeah, okay, cool. We'll run past them and hopefully... Am I getting chased by crab raiders? Is that... Yeah, still a crab raider. Just keep running. Just keep running. We're just a bit weak right now. We just can't do like a big fight. We lost them? Not yet. They're still after us. We could probably fight them now. Okay, cool. There's a crab raider over here who's also fighting. They have a territory war. Yeah, let's see what we can do against a crab raider. Ooh, he hits hard. Holy fuck. And it's blunt fucking damage as well, so it's like hard to recover. It's not like cutting damage. Yikes. I took a big hit. Crab armor is really sweet though. So it is... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh fuck, we still have crab raiders on us. Okay, we gotta keep running. Who's hurt? Who's hurt really bad? Green's hurt really bad. Burn. Pick up. Oh man, they were walking. That was close. Now we're slower than they are. Man, we're having a hard time here. These guys are just some fucking powerful ass dudes out here. Alright, yeah, okay, we can at least turn the tide a bit. What the fuck? More Reavers? Are you serious? Yeah, at least these are just the whelps. They're pretty easy to put down. Okay, can we spend some time healing? What's their armor like? 28, 43, 90. Holy. That's just standard grade. Holy fuck. Dave is decked out in crab armor. Holy. Look how serious he looks in that shit. God damn.
Considering we've spent enough time fighting them anyways, I decided to forego going after the preacher cult before going after Valamon and the Reavers. I've just been in the area, I've been fighting them so much already, I may as well take them down. So, we headed right to the Ark, which is the Reaver base. It's a giant structure that's shaped a lot like the scrap house inside of Black Desert City where the skeleton smiths are. And we're gonna throw hands and see what we can do. I'm sure there's gonna be a ton of bloodshed here. There's a ton of Reavers inside this base. And maybe Valamon will come down, or we'll have to go up and face him. We'll find out.
Is Valamon here? He's a big Shek guy. Oh, there's just a bunch of Reavers. Okay. Agnew, don't fucking go up there. We don't want to aggro all of them yet. We'll take them down one at a little bits at a time if we can. This is a great way of doing this. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay. Green. That's a lot of them. Shoot him. Oh. Nice. Nice. Holy fuck. Okay. We got more coming. Valamon hasn't come down yet, so that's good. Some of them are malnourished, which is also good for us. Good job here. Good going, Agnew. Got his ass. Hold on. We gotta stay focused. We gotta stay grouped together. You guys are strong in numbers. Ah, beeps down. Is that Valamon? There he is. Whoa, he's at 90 attack. Okay. Burn, please pick up beep. Okay, we gotta go. I forgot that Valamon was actually super fucking powerful. Is he still like following us? Yeah, that's him. Okay. Let's bring him as far as we can. Stin and Agnew, can you fight this guy? I'm gonna get Dave and Burn to fight Valamon. And then I'll get Green up here to do the Schneiden. Valamon's so fucking strong. Look at him go. Oh my god, I can't like... Oh my god, he's so powerful. Okay, oh, we're getting some hits in. Shoot him. Nice, how's he doing? Oh, he's bleeding a lot. Okay. I don't want to accidentally shoot any of our homies. That's the problem here. Oh! We won. Okay, heal up, heal up, heal up. Valamon's down! Holy shit. Dave, can you pick him up? Alright, awesome. We got him. Yes! We didn't fight all the Reavers, but we got Valamon's bitch ass. We gotta do some repairs. There seems to be something else that showed up and is fighting them. That's a land bat. Okay. Okay, we gotta get the hell out of here. I don't know where we're gonna go, but we're getting out of here. Oh! Well, that was a fucking crazy fight, but we got Valamon. We got him. He's slumped over my shoulder here. I think he's gonna die. No, he's not bleeding anymore. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is not good. This is not good. We're gonna get eaten by land bats. Oh man. How are we making it out of this? Oh shit, there's so many of them. Okay, who's carrying? Can you put Green down? Okay. Oh my god. Okay, Agnew fight, Stin fight, Burn fight, Dave fight. I swear to god. Because if Dave gets knocked down, then Valamon can get back up because he won't be being carried anymore. And he could get up and fuck our shit. So, we're not looking too hot here. Thankfully the skellies are still looking good. I'm really glad I put Dave in the crab armor at this point. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason he's still standing. It's because of that crab armor. That was close. Dave is looking really rough right now. Burn's okay. Stin's okay-ish. Agnew's a bit messed up. All is not lost. Are you fucking kidding me, grass pirates? We're really doing this now? Let's fucking rip these people apart. Fucking shred them, please. Thank you. Who just hit that big 113 points of damage? I think it was Burn. Yeah, Burn's hitting really high numbers right now. Holy shit, he's powerful now. Holy fucking grass pirates, man. Are you serious? They better hope they don't fucking knock Dave down, because if Dave drops Valamon, we're all gonna die. Okay, carry on to Brink.
After all that bloodshed, Valamon has been turned into the UC authorities and his bounty has been claimed. I kinda messed up and forgot to loot his Meitu weapon, but I wasn't planning on using it for any of my main homies anyways. After using the crab armor during that fight, I feel like I should probably go get myself some recipes to make some sets of my own. After all, the set that Dave is wearing right now is only standard grade, and it really came in clutch during the land bat attack as we were leaving the Ark. I think I'll head down to the eastern coast and see if I can find the Crab Raider HQ, join up with them, and buy myself some recipes to start working on those sets at home. They'll definitely come in handy.
Okay, we're approaching the Preacher Cult town. After getting distracted by Valamon, joining the Crab Raiders, we finally found the Moon Cult. Backpacks off, folks. This is about to be a bloodbath. This is a big fight. They got a lot of numbers. Ooh, beeps hurt pretty bad. Alright, well that was a terribly bloody fight. Everything's good. Just rush it. Just rush right in. Rush right in, rush right in, rush right in. Okay, now we fight. Could you show yourself out? And we are here to fight. Is the preacher here? Yes, preacher, here we go. Man, we are not here to be pleasant. I am here for blood. Alright. Alright. Well, it's over to Brink. There we go! We got the preacher. Fantastic. That leaves us one target before we go after the Bugmaster, and that is Savant.
With the preacher defeated, that leaves us only Savant, the leader of the Skin Bandits. He's somewhere down south, so we'll be investigating the territory down there to see what we can find. We'll be fighting plenty of Skin Bandits too, which should be great training for us.
We'll go take a look. How do we even get up in there? They're good to go around the mountain, maybe get in from possibly right there. How many of these fuckers are there around? Fuck, they're everywhere. They're so strong! We'll have to be so careful during this fight. And they have so much health as well, and they're fucking everywhere. Fight. Oh, here's the first pack that we can kind of warm up on. Let's see how this fight goes. Alright, we're just getting right into it. Green, shoot, help beat, man, help beat. Oof. They're in there fighting. Come on, Green. Nice. I'm seeing a lot of red. How's Dave doing? Dave's really hurt. Okay, Beep's really hurt. Oh my god, they captured Beep. What do we do? What do we do? Okay. Woo. Nice, come on, Stin. Really need your help here, big guy. There we go, Beep's okay. Let's regroup. Okay, wow, that went terribly. Dave is almost dead. We didn't even fight all of them. A bunch of them ran off after Beep got captured.
I clearly underestimated the skin bandits. We will have to leave to train against something else and come back after we become stronger. The beak things are proving to be pretty good training. My squad members are often blocking their attacks, and the beak things are unable to dodge or block attacks themselves. They make up for this by having a ton of health, but that also means I can farm more XP out of them because of the large health pools. We'll be resting up in Black Scratch before heading to Gut to throw hands with the massive number of beak things residing there. After cutting through beak things for a day, we explored the Howler Maze, an area I've never been to before. We found an old ruined town that was home of the Mega Crab.
Whoa. Mega Crab. Yo, he's huge. Holy frig.
A giant crab with a ton of health. Of course we had to fight him. From his corpse we pulled Mega Crab ganglions, which were worth some money, so we brought them to Heng to sell them off. Ended up killing all the rebel farmers and taking down Boss Simeon. He has a 20k bounty with the UC and I'm pretty close to Shobatai, so I figured I'd go ahead and turn his ass in. He wasn't originally on my list of targets, but these outlaw farmers are attacking my group on site in the desert, so they had it coming.
Hells.
Well, we spent a great deal of time fighting Shrieking Bandits, and it was actually kind of dicey for a moment there. The Shrieking Bandits are at low 30 stat levels, and there's a ton of them. They just keep coming, but they won't try to eat me or rob me, so they're pretty good for training combat. After spending a couple of days fighting the Shrieking Bandits, the party rested up in Mongrel before returning to Sonoris Dark to try our hand at fighting the Skin Bandits once again.
Well, if anything, the amount of skin bandits we have fought has been good training. Very good training. Oh my god, a gorilla broke in. Huh. This is, I think an opportunity I don't want to pass up. Alright. Let's get in there. What's in here, Bert? Can you go check that out? Oh my god, wait, that's him. He's got a Nodachi, I think. Oh my god, we're cleaning him up. We're good at fighting people, apparently. We're just not great at fighting. Oh, Dave's got the longsword out? That's pretty cool. Man, Savant's crazy. Look at him go. Nice. Whoa. Oh, he's down. Savant is down. We did it. Let's go.
And Savant is down. We speedily poked through his vaults in his throne room and stole the recipes to craft our own skin peeler and our own skin suits. Not sure we'll be making much use of the skin suits, but perhaps we can find a use for the skin peeler.
Alright, Dave, go bring this son of a bitch in. Take him. There we go. Alright. Well, that completes our business in the east. So we will be returning to Davelandia. And then we will enter Iraq to go find the big man, the Bugmaster. So it is time to return home. It's time to return home, everybody. Isn't that a nice thought? We haven't been home in many days. Many moons have been spent away from home. But now we return to Davelandia.
Our stay in Davelandia was rather brief. I just wanted the group to recover, deposit some loot that we had, some extra loot, grab some extra food, and head right back out to Iraq.
Alright, terrific. Okay, well, into Iraq we go. Let's do it. There's a lot of spiders, so I want to try and get to his tower as quick as possible. There are few spiders in the tower. There's some blood spiders, there's some skin spiders. So I'm hoping if we can get to the tower fast enough, we won't get too bogged down fighting skin spiders outside. And then they won't really come up into the tower.
Last up is the one and only Bugmaster. I love the Bugmaster. He's a very legendary character in the western part of the map, and even in the early game, you can see the bounty posters for him in every bar that definitely hype him up as the main obstacle between the player and the end game content. He resides in Iraq, a mountainous region that is infested with the Bugmaster's army of skin spiders. Okay, time for some more Kenshi lore. Allegedly, all humans that reside on the continent are partly a result of genetic experimentation by the ancients. The Shek are one such result of these genetic experiments, and the Hivers may also be another. Some people theorize that the skin spiders are either Hivers gone wrong, or vice versa. After all, they are called skin spiders not because they notably eat skin or whatever, it's because they have skin, human-like skin. So folks have deduced that skin spiders may have started as humans that were twisted into these forms by genetic experimentation. How exciting!
We just want to get around them. I don't want to spend too much time getting like smacked around by skin spiders. We're just gonna like use up our max health reserves, which we don't want right now. Here we are. That was so much easier getting here than it was getting to Savant. My God. Yeah, there will be some spiders to fight here at the top, but it's not a big deal. Good job, Dave. I'm glad I took that armor off of you. Stin is down. Beep is down. Have we lost any limbs? We've not lost any limbs. So Beep took a lot of damage. That's not looking great. So Burn will get the camp beds down. 1, 2. Sure you do. They're in your backpack. Don't be silly. Because he's right here. There he is. Bugmaster. Look at that stash he's got on. My goodness. Look at those stats. 91 attack. 100 defense. 95 strength. 95 dex. 95 toughness. He's a beast. Grub. I've made Green kind of naked to increase his crossbow skill. Okay. Burn. Backpack off. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. Everyone up here. Right. Over here. Shoot that motherfucker. Oh. Nice. Oh my God, he hit an 80 on fucking Stin. Nice 30. Oh, they took a big hit. 3 missed. This way. Nice big hit. Holy fuck, he's so strong. Oh my God, 98 on active. Oh no, 61. Right. Shoot him again, please. Missed. Get over here. Beep. There we go! Bugmaster's down! Holy shit, we got him. Can we render first aid? Just so he doesn't die. Holy damn! That was a clean fight. Very well done, everybody. You all tanked a lot of hits there. But he had a blade, so I can repair quite quickly. Especially the robots. Terrific! Wow. That went incredibly well. Let's search his chest. All the human fucking teeth. The drone can eat these. The hive can eat these. What the fuck? There it is. Catlon's Exile. I don't know if we'll ever be doing that, but we have it on the map now. Ta-da! That's where Catlon is. Alright, folks, well, good job, everybody. Let's get the hell out of here. We did it! Bugmaster's down! That was so much easier than Savant! Let's go. Let's go. That was like probably one of the cleanest Bugmaster fights I think I've seen in a while. That I've done in a while, anyways. Yeah, we'll turn the Bugmaster into the Shek, and they're gonna think that I'm like the coolest thing since sliced bread. They're gonna call me Battleborn. We've made it to Admag with the Bugmaster. Head up the hill, folks. They're going to sing my praises. Well, hello.
I'll die a proud death and live a
The
life
stone
of
golem
stone.
will want to see this. Go to her, Kin.
Honor to you, my friends. Honor to you. Yeah, they think I'm a big deal. Alright, guys. You guys wait out here.
Take him to Bayan.
Take him to
King.
Bayan. Bayan? Bayan? Bayan?
You defeated the Bugmaster.
Is that it? Well, we all did. It was kind of a team
Right.
effort.
How?
They're very impressed. Where's Bayan? Is he upstairs? Yes, there he is.
Is that the Bugmaster? Is that the Bugmaster? Hundreds of years and he finally can swing. You'll go down in history for this as a true ally of the Shek. It really is our most infamous of enemies.
Well, we were gonna do this anyways.
Speak to Asada-kin, she'll be honored by your company.
Okay, so I gotta talk to Asada. Where is Asada? Asada. Where is Asada? Where? 5 invincibles, 5 invincibles, 5 invincibles. There's Asada.
Speak with me, Dave.
What's up, dude?
Dave, you did what no Shek ever could. The Bugmaster is finally defeated by your sword. Reverence. To the Shek, you are no longer an outsider. You are our king. This day, I name you a warrior in crown and honorary invincible.
Hell yeah.
Dave the Battleborn.
Dave the Battleborn. Let's go.
Honor to the Battleborn.
Yeah. Cool. Well, hey guys, we're kind of a big deal now. The next time we set our sights on some bigger targets. We've got more fish to fry in this land of Kenshi. We've got more fish to fry. The Holy Nation will fall, but not today. They live for now, but their days, excuse me, but their days are numbered. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Love you. Bye.